the internet, man. MojoBreak.com.
All right.
I'm ready. Ready to go right now.
3, 2, 1.
Attention hobbyists, sports fans, and collectors nationwide and abroad. It's time to get hype. Come on. About the hobby we are all a part of. Live from the Mojo Break Studios, it's Dan and Doug. Check it out. Come on! So, get hype. Be hype. This is The Hype.
What is going down, everybody? It's time for The Hype, episode number 90. Coming at you. Thanks for joining us here. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you. Please hit that subscribe button below, and you'll get notified when we're doing breaks. Speaking of breaks, we got a doozy, and it's free. Costs nothing. We've got National Treasures Basketball. We're doing a free box break on May 29th. It costs nothing to get in. Sign up on our Facebook or through our website at the free break sign up and get in and get a chance at winning some crazy RPAs for nothing. So get in on that, guys. In this show, we're going to talk about NT. We're going to talk about the initial pricing on some auctions of the big RPAs and our thoughts. We're also going to talk NFL draft and card trimming, which has been kind of been talked about this week in the sports card industry. And we're going to end it with Guess That Price. Me versus C-Rad. Whoever wins goes into the finals to face Dan, the champion, the Trey Whisperer. We got the Trey Whisperer, the Luca Whisperer. I don't know what I'm whispering these days, but we've been hitting some big hits out of NT. C-Rad, man. How many logo mans you pull? You can't even count them.
Man, did it again.
4, which is more than my total for all of last year.
Dang.
Pulled on the same night.
That's crazy, man.
I pulled one.
You pulled one.
How many have you pulled?
Oh, man.
How many?
You guys don't want me breaking your NT cases,
Man.
I guess.
Well, you're definitely not going to be doing the free box then. Because I think C-Rad pulled he had a box that had 2 logo mans in the same box.
Yeah, and actually that was trending on Twitter because I guess there was another box. It was a first off the line box. Apparently had a Dirk Nowitzki logo man and a Gordon Hayward logo man in the same box. So somebody was complaining about that and then said, oh, I saw Mojo pulled 2 in one box too.
Complaining about it.
Yeah.
Complaining
that it's not
like
fair
the person who had the box is like, man, you know what? I'm tired of getting these stupid logo mans. I want a fat lever, bro.
No, it was a sad face towards Panini that how could 2 logo mans be in the same box? They should have been in 2 different boxes.
What type of sad face?
It was one of those sad emoji faces that I don't know. I'm not hip to it. Maybe it was
Man,
like
there's very few things I like in this world. I do like emojis.
Emojis are good.
I do like emojis. I like the Emoji Movie.
Do you?
No.
That's a tough movie to watch.
Not at all.
My daughter wants to watch that one constantly.
I'm making it up. I don't have headphones today, so
yeah, you're.
It's kind of weird. Hopefully, C-Rad, when he talks, he can speak up a little bit so I can hear him through the doorway.
Well, you know, my side hustle is a DJ, and I borrowed the headphones and I didn't bring them back. So yeah, I'm practicing, and I took the headphones. Maybe it was a whole plot. I didn't want to hear I didn't want Dan to hear what I'm saying. So,
wow,
you know, I'm jealous of all the Trey whispering.
Maybe you should speak Spanish then, because I'm sitting about 3 feet away from you.
So are these reference studio headphones too? Are these reference studio headphones right here?
Those would be considered, reference monitors.
Sweet.
So anyways, we'll get right into NT pricing, initial pricing of the big 3 out of the gate. Luka, Trey Young, DeAndre Atten. And we were kind of close on some of our predictions. The first Luka, or one of the first Lukas that went auction, went for $11,000. Oh, basically $12,000, $11,822. It's a RPA, 3-color patch, 62 out of 99. So there's 99 of these. $11,000. Did somebody get a steal, or did somebody get mollywopped? What do you guys think?
Steal.
Dude.
Shoot, came up on that $12,000.
No. I mean, what about Zion next year? Are we gonna be like, oh man, I hope this person gets rid of this card before the 1920 stuff comes out? That's all I'm saying. I heard Luka's out of shape.
He looks like I called him a pizza boy.
He's doesn't look like a ball player.
Can this card go up to 15K?
No.
What is it gonna take?
No, it can't.
What is it take for what is it gonna take for Luke, this particular card, one of the 99 RPAs, to go for 15 or 20K? What is it gonna take? Two championships, MVP?
He has to average about 100 points a game for a full season.
100 points a game. Was he Will Chamberlain?
Well, and he has to average that. So some days he goes out maybe $120. Some days he can go out there maybe 80. But he's going to have to put up some points.
Okay.
So a lot of them.
So if he wins an MVP next year, is this a 15?
No. It's probably, if he wins an MVP, maybe a title next year, $9,000.
I'm gonna go.
I can't dispute that.
I'm gonna go Okay, I'm playing devil's advocate here. I'm gonna go the Steph Curry route. If he's able to win an MVP in his career and a championship, same season, maybe not the same season, but I think it can go up then, but not anytime soon. Yeah.
Okay, this is what I'll say. Let's say Luka puts up the same stats as he put up this year.
Okay.
And let's say the Mavericks don't make the playoffs. This is a strong possibility.
Correct.
All right. That card is probably selling next year during the playoffs for about $5,000.
So you're saying half, 50% down.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything he can do next year to make that card hold at $12,000. I mean, I'm
not next year.
I'm raining on everybody's parade right now. I'm ruining Christmas.
Not next year.
I think if he does the same exact thing he did this year,
a little bit better,
maybe even a little bit better, it's a $5,000 card.
I say 7.
It's a $5,000 card.
Well, if you look at what we talked about last week, check out show 89. We were talking about Donovan Mitchell's prices, which initially he came out about $8K and settled around $2,900. Now, the product this year is more expensive. Mm-hmm. So, and we kind of see that with the RPAs, because the people that probably hit this were invested in the Mavericks over $1,000 in a break, or they bought a case for $5 or $6K. So people aren't going to probably shortchange these to lose their investment, correct? I mean,
I absolutely not. But if you bought, I mean, right now, what you're getting 10 times. Say you bought the Maverick spot for $1,200. You're getting 10 times back on your investment. Right away.
Right.
Don't you think that's a little much?
You mean it shouldn't be that much of a jump?
No. The card shouldn't be selling. I mean, actually, when you see more hit the market, I don't think they're going to go for $12,000. I think they're going to settle at around maybe $8,000 right now.
Well, right. And if people are smart, they probably should, at some point, maybe not this week, not do auctions on them, because the auctions are going to start tailing off. Because the guy that wanted to pay $12,000, he got it.
I mean, if you're building a team,
assuming this is paid, right?
You're building a team. You have a choice between Luka or Donovan Mitchell.
I'm going Donovan Mitchell.
You're going Donovan Mitchell.
I'm going
you
Luka
have
Doncic.
You're going. Oh, what? Mm-hmm. Huh? What'd you say?
Luka.
What?
Does he put meat in the seats?
Who?
Yep. He sure does.
You're going. If you're building a team, you got Jason Tatum or Luka.
Luka.
Huh?
Jason Tatum.
What?
Yeah.
What'd you say? All right, you got Luka or Trey Young.
Luka.
What?
Hallelujah.
No.
I'm sorry. What can I say, man?
He's the
All
whisperer.
right.
He's a little jaded. He's got a Luka.
Okay,
tattoo.
who would you build a team around besides Luka?
Giannis under the
Giannis. Okay, so you have Giannis or Luka. You finally
Giannis.
Put Luka to the side, and you're all, I'll take the Greek freak.
Amongst the young kids, Trey Young, Luka Doncic, Tatum, Mitchell, I'm going Luka.
How about
Real life basketball.
How about
Ben
Simmons?
That'd be a little bit tougher for me to kind of pick one.
And Jameson in the chat, Luka over Mitchell, Luka over Tatum, Luka over Simmons. Ant Davis over Luka. But he's a big man, though. Anthony
But
Davis
he can shoot. He looks like a ball player.
He looks like a cartoon character, but that's fine.
That unibrow is marketable.
He looks like Jafar.
That
Aladdin.
unibrow is marketable.
Is he in the new Aladdin as Jafar? I don't know if I've seen him in there, but
He's in new Space Jam.
is he? He's on the Goons or whatever, the other team.
He's the only other player right now, I think, on Space Jam with LeBron.
Oh, that's why he was wearing That's All Folks.
All right. So Zion or Luka building a franchise.
Zion or Luka?
Right now?
Right now.
We haven't seen Zion in NBA yet. I'm saying Luka.
But there's you could actually look at that as the same way people look at prospecting for baseball. It's the uncertainty. Zion can come in. He can be greatest basketball player since LeBron James.
Well, and to be fair, you guys in the chat are saying that Luka over Simmons. Simmons is one step away, a couple steps away from going to the finals, guys. This guy's sitting at home.
Yeah, I'm not.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna automatically.
Simmons has only been in the league for 2 years.
Yeah,
it's been 3 years, but he's only been in the league for 2 years. Hard to compare Simmons because he doesn't have RPAs.
You can put a dude on a team right now, Luka or KD.
KD all day.
I wanted to test the waters a little bit. I wanted to know how much of a fanboy C-Rad was of Luka. If he would actually turn on the Warriors and be like,
Luka can do things that these other young cats can't, dude. He got a deadly jump back, just like James Harden. That travel three, it's deadly, dude.
But nobody is playing as good as Kevin Durant right now.
No, nobody in the world, no.
Luka cards over KD, Max says. What?
That step back traveling three, nobody does it better than James Harden and Luka Doncic, and that's facts.
We'll see. I mean, he's going to have Kristaps next year, so it could help. It could help his cards if the European team destroys the NBA. But I'm still saying I still, even though I told you guys I'm thinking about selling Simmons, I'm not selling him because of his talent level. I'm selling him because
of the Kardashian curse.
Yeah,
I'm selling him because of his. It just doesn't matter. Like 3 or 4 year old rookies don't matter anymore.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm selling him. But if I was picking a team and I'd have Simmons over Luka, I'd pick Simmons all day.
Yeah, I'm not ready.
The guy does too many things. The guy's got too much. I mean, yeah, he can't shoot. That's the one knock on him. But the guy is a physical beast.
It's a big one.
But I mean, the assists.
I'd rather a guy who can't dribble but can shoot. Shooting's important.
That dribble has, so he's never going to get out of the backcourt.
I don't care, dude. Just throwing the ball, he can shoot.
Just shoot for full court.
You don't know. Just stand there, get open, and shoot the ball. Don't dribble. Dribbling's overrated.
So RPA prices $11,822 on one of the first Doncics. So we've got Trey Young. This still's got a couple days left. It's at $6,000. I couldn't find one completed yet. $6,000 with a couple days left. And there was a best offer accepted for $9,000, so maybe 7 or 8. I didn't do watch count on it. So it looks like Trey Young's around 7 or 8 on an RPA. Is that a good buy?
Yeah.
You love him though.
Yeah.
You love Trey.
Good buy. You want to know why? He could shoot.
Good buy.
He could shoot. He could shoot. That's all that matters.
Could shoot.
That's all that matters.
But these guys, they're all going to be in the mix for a lottery pick. I mean, I know certain teams have better chances here, but what if the Hawks get Zion? Is Trey Young's prices go up? Or is Trey Young taking a back seat to him? So let's just say hypothetically, the Hawks get the first pick. I think
Zion makes Trey Young more valuable. But I think they get Zion and they can make the playoffs next year.
Okay.
They can make a run at your Sixers.
At my Sixers, yes. That's my favorite Eastern Conference team. So what do we have next? We had Atten that settled probably around 4, I would say, based on the best offer accepted. Once again, I didn't have time to go to watch count.
Number 20.
That's the first off.
Oh, that's the first off the line. My bad.
Yeah.
So what, true RPA, probably 2,500 to $3,000.
$3,000, I would say.
$3,000 on DeAndre Atten. Now, he's a big man. So we're talking about in terms of this hobby. Is this a big man that people want to invest in? We haven't seen any big men sell recently that are prospects well and long.
All right, is Luka and Ben Simmons, are they small?
No, I mean, Ben Simmons he's not a center. I don't even know what you would call him. He's 7 foot, but he plays like a point guard.
But I mean, Luka's pretty big.
Yeah.
So they're all they're big men.
Big decent size. I mean,
what makes DeAndre Atten a big man?
I mean, plays more of like a center style position, I would say.
Power forward?
Maybe not like the
is that
maybe not like Shaq by any means, but
is that a fancy way of saying he can't shoot?
Basically, yeah. Yeah. Well, if you talk to people that collect cards, they like guys that are smaller generally because they can compare themselves to them more so than a guy that's like 7 foot.
KD's tall, but he shoots, so people forget he's a big man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess if you're a big man, it's a nice way of saying you're kind of one dimensional and you can't shoot the ball from outside.
Right.
But if you're you can be 7 foot and shoot the ball, nobody goes, "Oh, you're a big man."
Right.
Non Trey Young and Luka year. This is a $3,500 RPA, probably 4,000 maybe.
Because he's third fiddle, you think he's gone a little bit down.
I think we can all say he's going to be better than Anthony Bennett.
Yeah, figure
we could all say that.
Yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns and Karl Anthony Towns and Kristaps, they were selling for like 4 or 5 when they came out, and those are considered big men too, right? So.
But Cat, if he played on any other team except for the Timberwolves, would be talked about a lot. I mean, can't you look at Karl Anthony Towns and kind of compare him to Anthony Davis?
Yeah,
maybe.
But
I think
you look at
more
people talk about Anthony Davis like he is one of the best players in the league,
right?
And Karl Anthony Towns doesn't get put in that group.
Yeah.
Now
because the Timberwolves don't really.
But you could also the Pelicans haven't been good either. They made the playoffs a couple times.
They're both from Kentucky, dude. They're both equal, I would say. Some Kentucky boys.
Who would you take, Anthony Davis or Karl Anthony Towns?
AD.
Max said that Atten does look like he's 40.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
He kind of does. Maybe that's a knock. Maybe he's closer to Greg Oden than Ben Simmons. I don't know. As far as
Greg Oden,
facial experience,
LeBron James' dad, Daddy James.
So I mean, what do you guys think? Who are you guys investing out of this rookie class, or are you saying no? I'm not investing on any of these guys. So you look at some of the other guys, Jaren Jackson Jr., which has sold well all year. His RPAs kind of are averaging. I think I got him on the next slide. I believe. So $1,000 for Jaren Jackson, 29 out of 99. That was via auction. So that was actually shocking. I thought he would be closer to $2,000.
Yeah,
on
if you like Jaren Jackson, I'd pick him up for sure.
So is he getting lost in the shuffle because everybody are chasing these big three? Is this one of the kind of forgotten about guys that you might be able to make an investment?
I think him for sure. And
if you like him for sure, that's a great price for an RPA.
But you want to talk about teams? I mean, you got Memphis. So is that not the right team for him to be on from an investment standpoint?
Oh, it's the right team for anybody to be on.
It could be a situation where he might not end up on the Grizzlies eventually, right? He might win a championship on another team. So,
but you look at all these teams we're investing in. Out of Dallas, Phoenix, Atlanta, Memphis, which one's the better team for your prospect to be on?
Dallas. They won a championship.
Atlanta.
Dallas, Texas. Come on.
Atlanta.
What's in Atlanta except being cold?
Dominique Wilkins played in Atlanta.
Spud Webb.
How many championships?
Dikembe Mutombo. I don't know. Like they may have won in the 70s.
The St. Louis Hawks.
Maybe.
What if Luka was on the Lakers? Would that be a $20,000 RPA?
Easy. That's easy. Yeah, $20K.
What if Luka was on the Warriors? Would that be a $15 to $20K RPA? He would never got drafted by the Warriors.
We have Luka. We have whatever Jerbeco. It's the same guy. And we're gonna look back and we're gonna be like, Luka Doncic was like he was Jonas Jerbeco.
That's a good question, Chris in the chat. Has the Hawks ever been to a final? Has the Grizzlies? I know they're a newer franchise. Vancouver.
I think the Hawks have won a championship.
Well, we'll see.
Not well. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know either. I don't have the Google machine in front
I
of me.
think they have.
And then I looked at some other RPAs.
Feels like they have.
There's a big drop off on some of these guys, so you can
58.
58.
1958.
Yeah.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
So the Hawks won a championship in 1958. Were they even Atlanta Hawks then, or were they St. Louis? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So they haven't won a championship in Atlanta.
I remember that. I remember that season. It was good. I think they played like 37 games.
Nice. That's a good memory there.
It's good old days.
I didn't know you were 78 years old.
I think I'd be older than that.
So a couple, quick math there. Long night last night. Collin Sexton's logo man, number to 5, sold for $3,800. What do you guys think about?
Jersey number.
Yeah, jersey number. What do you guys think about Collin Sexton?
Hey, that's my PC guy.
See, yeah, we forgot about him.
Yeah, not being really talked about. Somebody's got to score in Cleveland, right?
But let's say LeBron would have stayed there. Those two together.
Would he be the next Kyrie, basically?
He could be.
Could be.
Minus the shooting.
So if LeBron was still on the team, are you saying this logo man would be $5K?
Could be. And they'd be in the playoffs probably.
Surround yourself with success, I guess, right?
I mean, would the Cavaliers be in the playoffs right now? Would they be fighting for another chance at the finals
They might.
with LeBron?
LeBron made a bad decision. And I think I saw some like Triers selling for like $400 or $500. There was Aaron.
How about Michael Porter Jr.?
Michael Porter Jr. I think was
2K.
around 2K. So he
Shy
hasn't
is
even
around
played.
2K.
But he's on a team that's good
Right.
already.
Yeah.
So even without him,
That's true. So
they're really good.
if Michael Porter plays next year, he could be on
And
a first
there's
seed.
the uncertainty with Michael Porter Jr. And I think he got hurt his senior year, played very few games. I think beginning of the year, they were like, he's going to be the number 1 pick. But he ended up
beginning of
having
the year,
he had back problems or something like that, and he dropped in the draft.
Everybody was hella hype about Michael Porter at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we'll see. That might be another good investment. Or Bagley. People talking about Bagley in the chat. Another guy that maybe, the Kings have getting better every year. They got so much young talent on that team that Bagley could be a centerpiece to that with Buddy Hield, with De'Aaron Fox, with all those rookies they've drafted over the years. Could be a guy to invest in too. So we'll see. We'll have some more data. This was super early. I don't think we've had enough data to really kind of say this is the average. So, I expect Luka's RPAs to average around 8 or 9 next week. So when we do the show next week, it'd be like, okay, this is where they've settled at. But we only have like 4 days worth of data at this point.
Did rookies from previous year drop a few thousand like that?
Yeah,
at the first
look
week?
at Tatum,
Donovan?
look at Mitchell, look at Lonzo.
Last year?
You mean within the first week?
Within the first few weeks.
Well, they did, but I think you saw the box prices were a little bit cheaper. So, that's what we'll see. Is the box prices are so expensive now that maybe they won't drop because people will be holding on to these, waiting for the right buyer to come around. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. But it's fun. It's fun to watch. It's fun to see what these things go for. It's fun to see who you guys are prospecting, and who you're hitting in breaks. So it's pretty awesome. And once again, we've got that free break of NT coming up May 29th. So sign up for that now. Tell your friends.
Free.
Tell your mom. Tell your grandma.
Free?
Get them all to sign up. Yep, free break.
Free.
So we'll take all the
Free.
names and
Free.
we'll random off 30 teams, and then we'll open up the box, and maybe you get the Mavericks, and we hit a Luka RPA, and the next 10K card is yours for the cost of nothing. So I wanted to move on and talk about the 2019 NFL Draft that just happened. Oh, actually, sorry. I wanted to promote this. I bought 60 of these.
What?
Vladimir Guerrero's living set.
Did you tell Dan
rookie
about
card.
that?
No, I didn't actually. I just did it. Vladimir Guerrero's
Sweet. Looks like I own 60 Vladimir Guerrero cards.
proud owner.
Thanks,
It
Doug.
was under your name too. Your credit card. Stole it. I'm gonna max it out. I'm Vladdy. But
Vladdy.
But Vladimir Guerrero's living set rookie card is up for 6 days. I think this card will be the most sold Topps living set card of all time.
And we got 60 of them.
We do.
And that made you buy 60 of them.
Yeah.
That was going to be the most.
Man,
but they were
say that again and really think about that.
Well, it's a
There's
low-
going to be more of these cards than any other card ever printed.
And I bought 60.
I bought 60 of them.
That's a good sales pitch there. That's solid investment advice. Yep, solid investment advice. No, but seriously, there's 6 days left. They're running this for a week. So basically how Topps Living Set works is you go on Topps.com and you can buy as much as you want of this card, but for a week. So they take all of that data. They'll let us know in a week how many they made. And I believe the top-selling card last year was like, 17 or 18,000 total made? I could be completely off. I know if you listen to About the Cards podcast, they have all that data, so that they're more pros on it than I am. But I saw this today, and I was like, dude, this card is going to be ridiculous. There's going to be so many of this made. But if he lives up to the hype, you're getting them. I think if you buy 20 of them, you get them for around $4 a card. So it's really not a bad investment. You're not going to really get killed by it. And then you can send off some to grading, and if you get some gems or you get some pristines, sky's the limit.
If there's 100,000 of them made, I don't know if that's going to be
That'll
good
be a
investment.
pretty damn good gauge on where we're at in this industry. This card will tell us a lot
Pop
on
report.
where we are in this industry right now.
Pop report, Gem Mint 10, 100,000 cards.
Yeah, so Ohtani was around 20K last year on his living set card. So safe to say that we may get under 40K Vlads.
Under.
So you're thinking what?
Under.
More
Yeah,
like 30K?
I know I said 100,000, but that was joking. Under 40. Probably not even 20. Does he have the hype, the true hype that Ohtani had last year?
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
It's because of Ohtani he has this hype.
No.
Yeah.
No. No.
Dude, he was at Raptors game. He was hanging out with Drake.
Does he pitch?
He does it all.
Does he?
Probably
No,
could.
he doesn't though. He doesn't pitch. And he plays for the Blue Jays.
Okay,
And-
well now here. Who would you rather have minus the injuries of Ohtani? Would you rather have Vladimir Guerrero on your team, or would you rather have Ohtani?
Ohtani, I can market better. Absolutely.
Okay. Wow. Hitting that hippie lettuce, I guess. But you just went ahead.
Look at that. Ohtani, right in the chat. Ohtani hype was way bigger than Vlad.
But you say
Yeah,
hitting
you-
bombs sell
you
cards.
Dude, you once something's big, you just jump on it. You're just like, Ohtani, you're the industry.
Well,
You're-
the show's
you're-
called The Hype.
Yeah, I know, but it's exactly what we talk about with this industry. It's like whatever is next. It's like that's the biggest thing I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
it is.
And then a week later, you forget about that, and you're like, "Oh, this thing's the biggest thing I've ever seen."
Yeah.
And then next week, you're like, "Oh no, that's the biggest thing I ever saw."
That's 100%. That's you're speaking the truth.
That's the truth.
It is. That's you just put the whole industry in a bottle. You just said it in a couple sentences.
Mine's in a bottle.
Nah, I would rather you say, but you went against yourself by saying people want to see the long ball. So who has a chance of hitting a long ball?
Ohtani hits the long ball.
Barely.
He had a lot of home runs
So
for
you're
the
gonna.
amount of
So this
at-bats.
guy's gonna. So Ohtani's gonna hit. Who's gonna more likely to hit a 500-foot home run?
Vladimir Guerrero.
Okay, then that's what sells.
But what about the next guy who comes up and could hit a 700-foot home run?
Well, then he's the next big thing. Mark McGuire Jr. in 5 years or whatever.
I don't-
There's probably not a Mark McGuire Jr., but
Pretty sure Mark McGuire Jr., if there was one, he probably should have been drafted 10 years ago.
Barry Bonds is his kid.
Which one?
One of them. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna do it.
They all probably should have been drafted too then.
Probably should have based on name. But Vladimir Guerrero. I'm saying it's gonna hit 30K. I'm saying 30K on the Topps now. Topps living set.
If Ohtani was 20K, it'll be below 20K.
Well, here's a good figure. We do have sales figures on Vladimir Guerrero's Topps Now card, which was around 20K. Now, I want to. What was Ohtani's first? That'll tell you right there where we're at. Because Ohtani, this industry was pretty hyped up, but not to where it is right now.
No, it was hyped up. We were coming off the heels of Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger.
But it's snowballed into where it is now. The ball's gotten bigger. And
Well, there has been a lot of home runs hit lately. I think, what would you say? It was 1,100 home runs.
they're doing something.
So maybe it is a bigger ball. I don't know.
They're doing something to the baseball guys. I mean, come on. There's 1,100 home runs hit in April and 450 different guys, and exit velocities are higher than they've ever been. I mean, what are we doing to compete with NBA and NFL here? I'm trying to read between the lines. I'm waiting for a pitcher to come out and say, Yeah, I don't know. This guy looked like he bunted and it went over the fence. I'm waiting for that. He's like the guy just check swing.
The old check swing, 450-foot home run.
450-foot home run. That's. It seems like that's what's going down. We're playing with.
Well,
we're playing with rubber bouncy balls.
You've seen some stadiums, not all of them, but you've seen some stadiums in April that have had. It looks like a minor league game. There's like 3,000 people. I think we were watching an Orioles game, and there was maybe 5,000 people in a 65,000 seat venue. So they got to do something. TV revenue, that's fine, but at the end of the day, they need to get people at the ballpark.
Right.
What is the incentive to go watch a baseball game in April?
Right.
What's the incentive to go watch a game in May, June, July, August? That's not a weekend. Who wants to go watch a Wednesday night game?
Right. Exactly. 100%. They got to do something. Baseball's slow, and we're in a world of ADD. I mean, baseball was succeeding when we had 13 channels on TV and we had no internet. Now we have the internet, and kids just can't pay attention to baseball. It's not fast enough. It's not dunks. It's not blocks. It's not Giannis. It's not hard hits. It's not Pat Mahomes.
I don't think it's kids, man. I think it's
everybody.
I think it's everybody. I think it's everybody. I think it's adults. I think people who used to go to games are like, I'll just watch it on TV. I'll stay at home and I can watch like 4 or 5 games at once.
Right. And do you think they were talking about speeding up the game in the era of Ted Williams and Mickey Mantle and Babe Ruth? Were they talking about speeding up the game?
No, people wanted to go to the ballpark and they wanted the game to last as long as possible.
Right. Now it's like, oh man, it's a 3-hour game. I got to cut out. You know,
I got to get out of here. I'm gonna hit Bay Area traffic. I'm gonna be home. If I leave now at 7 o'clock, I may get home at like 11:30.
But yeah. So Max said. And if you buy that many Vladimir Guerreros, you could trim a few to get some better grades, too. So there's always that, preluding to a segment coming up. I wanted to talk 2019 draft now. Kyler, first overall. Obviously, we all know that. Daniel Jones going to the Giants and Dwayne Haskins going to the Redskins, because in terms of this hobby, the number one selling guys are quarterbacks. So we had 3 get drafted in the first round, and then you had a lock getting drafted by the Broncos in the second round. So I wanted to analyze this draft and in terms of this hobby. Now, it was kind of crazy. I know it's Score. The last team available was the Cardinals for us today. Now, maybe they were priced too high for Score. I don't know. But there's 4 autographs, 48 in the case. The Cardinals were the last team to sell. I feel like somebody got a good deal on them because they have other guys. I wanted to rank this draft. I know it's really early. We haven't seen any production on the field. But we'll start with when we started breaking, 2010. Do you like this draft better than the 2010 draft?
2010 draft?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to work.
No, that had Sam Bradford.
So you think 2010 you like that better?
Oh yeah.
I mean, let's be real.
Sam Bradford.
What does Sam Bradford do?
Des Bryant.
Timothy
Tebow.
Okay. 2011 draft.
Ryan Matthews, I think.
2011 draft. Cam Newton, AJ Green, Julio Jones.
That was good.
A bunch of bad quarterbacks. Christian Hackenberg, or not Christian Hackenberg. No. Christian Ponder. Jake Locker, Colin Kaepernick.
Whoa! Colin Kaepernick didn't...
He was decent.
He would probably, political things aside, if he would just play, he'd probably still be in the league. He may not be starting, but he would probably still be in the league.
2012. Luck and Wilson, right?
Luck.
But that was hyped up with RG3.
If Luck can win a championship, he'll probably be a Hall of Famer.
2013 is the worst one that we've ever done. 2013 with Geno Smith,
EJ Manuel.
Yeah, I mean, Le'Veon Bell was in that one.
I'm seeing some similarities from 2013 to 2019. But
really?
I am.
Oh, okay.
I am. I'm seeing.
What about 2014? That one is like a dumpster fire now. Derek Carr is probably not going to be the quarterback very long. Blake Bortles is gone.
Jimmy G's crap.
Ram.
AJ McCarron. Jimmy G has been injured, hasn't proved himself yet. Who do you got left? Odell Beckham. Teddy Bridgewater? Garbage. Johnny Manziel? Garbage. That was supposed to be the most hyped up draft of all time, and now look where we're at.
Remember how much 2014 Topps Chrome was made? Like, remember how much? I would like to see the print run on that product.
2015.
Jarvis Landry? 2014.
Jarvis Landry, yeah. Carlos Hyde. 2015, Mariota Winston, busts. Those guys
whoa.
Why do you love Mariota,
dude?
Don't you?
You cannot.
You absolutely love Mariota.
You can't call Mariota a bust until he isn't the starting quarterback for the Titans anymore.
But he has the worst completion percentage out of any
You can't
starter.
actually call Winston a bust. I mean, he did lose his job at some point last year, but
To
at
Fitzpatrick.
no point did Tennessee say Mariota's not our quarterback anymore. You can't call him a bust. You could say that he's probably in the middle of the quarterbacks in the league. He's probably like 15, 16, somewhere around there, but he ain't a bust. He's a good quarterback. They get some weapons around him, he could be fine.
I don't think so.
Hey, Winston eats W's, all right?
Yeah, he does. How about eat that W? I remember that was a classic video. 2016, Dak, Wentz, Goff, Elliott. And then Dan's trimming some cards. 2017.
I'm just fixing the design.
So I'm just going through the years. 2018, obviously, we just got done with that with just, with all the hype with Baker and Saquon and all that. So what do you guys think this 2019 draft stands? A lot of people are down on it. Do we think Kyler Murray is going to be a bust? Is Kyler Murray going to play baseball eventually? Is he going to give up football and go back to baseball? Daniel Jones. Is Daniel Jones going to do anything for the Giants? Is Dwayne Haskins looks like he's probably going to start for the Redskins.
No, they got Case.
They got Case
Keenum.
But they went pretty low for Dwayne Haskins.
No, he actually fell to him.
Well.
I don't think I don't know if the Redskins really were intending to get Haskins. He just fell to him.
Just fell to him. Daniel Jones probably won't play this year. We can all safely say probably Eli Manning show, right? So
yeah. Well, you think he's going to have a farewell tour, and I don't think that goes down in football.
And then we got Josh Jacobs, who could be a pretty good running back for the Raiders as long as they can keep the offense on the field this year. I think he could have 1,000 yards. I think the guy's a true talent. Now, do Oakland running back sell?
I think you could find a running back anywhere in the draft. I don't think he has to be in the first round.
Yeah. Okay. How about N'Keal Harry, Patriots? Does Tom Brady reinvent like a Randy Moss type of player?
That offense for receivers is difficult to learn because you see a lot of receivers go there that have talent that just never do anything. But you see receivers that kind of fall into the system and they perform. So, I mean, remember when Ocho Cinco went to the Patriots? Mm-hmm. Couldn't figure it out.
He was older then, though.
I don't think he could have. He couldn't have figured it out if he. I mean, Philip Dorsett. He's been there for a year or two. I think he had a couple pretty good games, but he hasn't really showed anything.
Right.
I don't know. Demaryius Thomas. I think he's a Patriot now.
Is he? Okay. A little older now. A little longer than two. Yeah.
But they have a lot of receivers there. I don't know if this rookie guy that they picked is going to make an impact his first year.
I think he is. I've watched his highlights are incredible. Granted, it's college.
You went out to some mini camps?
I did. I met with him, and he's a good dude.
Good guy? Pac-12.
Speaking of this draft, we are going to be on the field at the Rose Bowl for the rookie premiere doing some breaks.
I don't know if we could announce that. We announce that like that.
I think we are. I don't know.
I don't think we.
Maybe in our mind. Maybe in the green screen.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we may not be there, but we'll have some stuff behind us.
But the reason I'm saying that is we're putting together an epic break for the rookie premiere weekend.
Yeah, because we may be here, we may be there.
I've been everywhere, man.
We don't know where we're gonna be, but yeah, we're putting together a break, and it's gonna be pretty dope.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying it. I was kind of like backlight rookie premiere weekend. We're gonna be doing some crazy stuff. So check that out. But so 2019 class, Kyler Murray. Is Kyler Murray gonna compare to Baker Mayfield prices?
I don't know. I don't.
What do you guys think in the chat?
I don't know.
It seems like Baker had that love last year. When he got drafted, people just stood behind him.
Mostly came from you.
It did. I love him.
There's a lot of love.
But Kyler Murray doesn't seem like he has that God, I love this guy kind of look. Something about him. So
does he not have the swag?
He had a pink suit with sneakers on. I don't know. Maybe not.
What? Yeah. What is it? What's the difference? What is the difference between Baker and Kyler? I get what you're saying. I don't think Baker's that good anyway. But you know what? They may both win about the same amount of games.
I think he had that. I mean, Baker had that boisterous character. He had that. He put the flag on the field. He grabbed his nuts. He was just, he was. But seriously, I mean, he grabbed his nuts in front of the camera. He was, he had that, and
You think Hard Knocks helped him out a little bit?
Maybe.
Being
in front of the camera.
In front of the camera, and people getting to know him a little bit better before the season.
Baker has more hype because of better weapons. I agree with that. I mean, Arizona, they probably easily could go 3-13 this year. I mean, they're kind of in a rebuild process, right? New coach, new quarterback. Got rid of their other first-round quarterback from last year.
They got an all-pro running back still.
Yeah.
And they got one of the best receivers ever to play the game.
True. All right, so we're getting short on time. I wanted to quickly touch on the trimming that's been going on in this industry. That's kind of been, all over the forums if you've been paying attention. And what I mean by trimming is it's not a fake card, but what's happening, and you can kind of see an example here on the screen. There was a J.J. Watt that was an 8.5. Somebody bought it, cracked it out of the case, and trimmed it to where the corners are now better, more crisp, and it's better centered. They sent that into PSA, and it came back a Gem 10, and the card's worth triple, quadruple, in some instances 10 times the amount of what the person paid for it. So it's not a good look. It kind of makes you wonder what's going on with PSA, what's going on with BGS. How can they not tell these cards are trimmed? I don't know if I necessarily have an answer for that, but they need to find some kind of way to document these things. I mean, if it's serial numbered, this one's a gold and it's numbered to 2011. It's serial numbered. There needs to be some kind of registry that these guys are looking at. And I know there's millions of cards. It's probably hard to do when you have so much business going on because there's so many cards being sent into PSA. But as a customer, it makes you kind of wonder, if you bought a Jordan or if you bought a Kobe, is it trimmed? Is it not legitimate? I mean, it's legitimate, but is it altered? Now you have a card that's altered. So it's like somebody faked their way to get a good grade of profit. And it's not good. It's something that we need to kind of figure out as an industry because there's a lot of money being shifted on these graded cards, especially with these, Gary V talking about this stuff and more eyeballs coming into this industry, more investors coming into this industry, reports that sports cards have a higher yield than stocks. I didn't say that, but there's articles out there that have been written that have proved that certain sports cards have gone up more than a stock. So there's a lot of people that have deep pockets that are buying these things, and there's a chance it could be trimmed at some point. And it's more rampant on the vintage because the vintage weren't cut as nicely as these chromes or these prisms or these NT thick cards that we have now. And they're very easily trimmed. Now, I'm not talking about how Dan did it. Dan used scissors.
Well, mine was high tech. So I got high quality $12 scissors from Uline. These are pretty good. Pretty good scissors. And I did a little trimming job here.
That looks legitimate, man.
What I did is I actually
made it a die cut?
No, I made it better. So if anybody has heard me talk about this year's Bowman design, it was flawed. So I made it better. It was almost a full border. I just took the border completely off. As you can see, there's no more border. And I rounded the corners a little bit.
Okay.
I liked the rounded corners, and then I just took those two corners off.
Cool.
That's good.
10.
It's a 10. It's 10. But getting back to the trimming, and that was just fun to do because it was a Cody Bellinger card. It's a Dodger card. Getting back to the trimming, the technology is there. The technology has to be there. Why can't these grading companies get a software that is on an iPad, like an app, and you put the card on there, and it will tell you if it's like what size the card is, and you could actually probably save that data for that exact set. And when you go back to that set, it's like these cards were not that size.
Right.
And right then and there, it's like a red flag. Okay, well, let's go a little bit deeper into this.
Right.
Like, from what I've heard, the graders are doing it by eye. They don't have a ruler. They're just like looking at it going, that looks good.
Right.
We got it. If there's so much money going around.
Right.
And it's valuing the cards so much higher when they get like a 10 or, devaluing it when they get like an 8 or a 9.
Right.
The technology is there to make it better. Invest some money into your business and make the service that you're providing better to your consumer.
Absolutely.
We can't be. We're done going old school.
Shane had a great quote. I like my cards like my 80s porn stars, untrimmed. So, yeah, I agree with you there.
But why is this not? Look, these grading companies are making a lot of money.
Absolutely,
they're making a lot of money. They're providing a service. They're basically printing money. We need to make sure that they need to invest some of that money that they're making back into their business
to make it legitimate.
It's unexcusable to slab a card that has been trimmed.
Well, not to be devil's advocate, because I'm just as passionate about this as you, but are all cards the same size? Are all cards in the set the same
That's
size?
why you have it. You have some type of software database that go through. Like, I mean, once you say a 2011 Topps Chrome card, once you put it on there, you have a couple of them and they're the same size. You use that as your database. So when you do another one, you're like, it comes back, it's not the same size. Well, maybe it's been trimmed. That's a red flag. Then you have to look at it in more detail. Maybe you get a ruler out. maybe not do the old, like,
what's that, son?
Eyeball it and be like, yeah, nah, it's good. That's good. It's Friday. I got to get out of here. I don't have time for this.
I think we need to go and maybe do some more digging on this and find out, because specifically it seems like more of the vintage stuff. And I'm not necessarily saying like vintage like Mickey Mantle, like 50s vintage, but like 80s, 90s, the Brady stuff. Like the Brady stuff when, Fleer was making Brady's, and there was multiple companies making these Brady rookie cards that were like just base cards, but now they go for a lot of money. How were they cut? How are they cut from the manufacturer?
I want my cards graded by robots. That's what I want. If we have a robot strike zone, every time you watch a baseball game, it'll tell you exactly where the ball's at.
Correct.
You're telling me that we don't have the technology to basically put a card somewhere and a computer that is not hung over, that didn't got a tons of sleep. They don't have to worry about, like, it was up last night, a little later, couldn't fall asleep, or maybe it has cold or something. Let's make. I want robots. I want robots to grade cards. Less human error. No human error, actually.
Well, I mean, you got a point, but
I know. I'm sorry for people who work at Beckett and PSA.
You just called them drunks.
I know. I'm trying to take their jobs away. But it's the same thing as the self-checkout at the store. Like, well, do you go to the self-checkout when you go to the store?
Yeah.
Do you, like, I mean, you're technically taking job away from somebody who could be ringing you up.
Okay. Well, that person should find another job, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. So that's kind of how I feel about the Beckett graders.
Okay, I can see that.
I want it done by a robot.
But that's the fact. But what happens if, now here's the conspiracy of it all, then what if every Prism card that gets submitted is all 9.5 done by the robot? Now the 9.5 is not worth anything. So, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
So you can basically, so you're looking at a spreadsheet and you're like, damn, I've looked at the pop report. I've given up too much 9.5s. Better make this a 9, because I think that's what's happening.
I do too.
How does that okay?
It's not okay.
That's not okay.
I'm not saying
that's not okay.
But they're trying to add legitimate chase, and I say that in quotation.
Falsifying chase.
Maybe.
Falsifying chase.
Allegedly.
Falsifying chase, then.
Allegedly, yeah.
I mean, you said, I didn't say it. I just said falsify.
Because, I mean, we just submitted 51 cards, 52 cards. We got 110. I mean, were there other cards they could have given us a 10 on?
No.
Maybe.
The way every report I get back when we do a grading submission, I could almost tell you exactly what we're going to get before I even see it. I'm like, okay, we sent out 40 cards. 25 of them are going to get 9.5s. Then you're going to get about, 7 of them that are going to get 9s. And then you're going to get a couple of them that get 8.5s. And does that seem like it's actually being done objectively? No. It sounds like
it's a percentage.
It sounds like we're looking at a pop report and being like, okay, well, 7 out of 10 of these cards that come in are usually going to be 9.5s. So we'll just slab those at 9.5s without even looking at them. And then we got to give one out of every 30 need to be like an 8, need to get a crappy grade. And then 1 out of every 100 need to get like a pristine 10.
And I would love, and I don't know if there's videos out there, but I would love for BGS or PSA to record a day and the highlights of the day of grading. And I know they would probably
why would you pull back the curtain?
You should. It's a transparent.
Why would you pull back? No. Believe me, what goes on behind that curtain, we don't want to know. We don't want to know.
No hug for me?
But I had an idea, and somebody could run with it. It might be a money-making idea. It might be cost too much to do. But I was thinking in terms of breaking, right? We know that we're live. We're dealing with sealed cases. We're dealing with sealed boxes. And the cards that come out aren't altered. There's no patch being replaced because you guys are watching us pull it out of a new product. Now, I was thinking there'd be a great idea for some of the high-valued cards for maybe us or other companies or individual breakers to tamper-proof seal a magnetic and then attach a QR code to the magnetic that shows the break of where this card got pulled out. Now, what that'll do, it may not be able to stop trimming 100%, but it'll obviously be able to 100% be able to stop patch faking that way because you're going to have that card legitimized. You're going to have a video that's attached to that card. So that could be expanded upon. That was just an idea I thought of that could be expanded upon in other ways. Maybe we measure the cards. Maybe there's an outside company that does all this for us. But from breakers that break product, that is what the card looks like. That is in its truest form. It hasn't been altered. It hasn't been cut. It's coming out live. You're seeing it. So there could be something that could be expanded upon that, I believe. So that's one of the great things. If you're buying cards that are PSA graded, now you got to question everything, right? But if you're buying into breaks, you know that those cards are coming out of brand new 1819 National Treasures cases that have been sealed, and those cards have not been altered. So
I'm starting a grading company. It's going to be robot grading. Imagine how many more cards you can get graded. It's 24 hours. You don't the robots don't need to go home.
Well, let me ask
They don't wouldn't if you were actually told hey, you could send these in and they're going to get graded on a scale that is truly the condition of the card, not by somebody's eyeball. Wouldn't you prefer that? And it would be cheaper.
But what if the card
would be cheaper to do it.
But here, what throws a wrench in that theory is what if the card was cut longer by the manufacturer to begin with? Then it's falsified. Like somebody in the chat says they pack pulled a card.
But they can't catch it anyway.
What do you mean?
They're not catching cards that are trimmed anyway. Or longer, or anything. They're doing it by eyesight. They're not catching it.
But your theory is saying that every card is cut equally from the manufacturer.
No, I'm saying that you could just throw these cards can go into the database. You have it. The computer mainframe has a database of every single set that's been made, and they compare the sizes. So you've had 1,000 cards graded out of one set. And you know what the size is.
What about the first card then? You don't know what you're dealing with then. What about the first card from Panini Prism 2020?
You could do multiple of them at the same time.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I mean,
but Fervent said, Dan, someone has to take the cards out of the package and load them into the robots, though.
Yeah, well, so you're gonna have some people work there. It's not. I mean, when I figure out how to get everybody, I mean, maybe I can get some Terminators.
In my day, D was for diploma. I like it. Lastly, and we got to guess that price coming up, and we've got 4 teams left for score. I just wanted to make one more thing about the grading, and I wanted to see what you guys think. So obviously, trimming frowned upon, right? Trimming 100% frowned upon. It's tampering, it's illegal, it's cheating. What about guys that take a cheesecloth or a whatever you call the cloth and wipe the Bowman surface? Is that the same thing? You're altering a card in a sense.
I think you have to physically remove some of the card to consider altered. So if you, it's like having a flat screen TV. Gets a little dusty, you wash it down. It's essentially the same thing.
Yeah, right.
You're not going to be like, no, I'm never going to touch it. I'm just going to let an inch of dust on there because that's the way it's supposed to be forever.
I'm with you.
I don't think if you clean the card up, you are altering it. I think if you physically start cutting some pieces off like I did to the Bellinger, this Bellinger is now altered.
Gotcha.
I did this.
Okay, I'm with you.
There's some pieces that used to live on it that don't live on it anymore.
All right, it is time.
Time for what? Time to party? Oh, there's a song going on right now. I can't hear it.
You know, I should have just went wacky on the sound effects today since you don't have headset. All right. So, me versus
You.
C-Rad. This is for the chance to get to the finals. Guess that price. Dan's got some cards. All right. What are we starting off with, Dan? Is it baseball? Or are we going to find out? Okay. All right. And who's starting it off?
We don't have a coin here, huh?
Well, it doesn't matter. You're the master of this game, so heads.
Tails it is.
All right, so I'm going first. I'm picking the first card, right? Is that how that goes?
It's C-Rat's choice.
Oh, C-Rad's choice.
You can go first or second.
I'll go first.
Okay. All right, here we go.
He's taking the ball first or punting.
All right.
2017 Ronald Acuna. Blue Auto Bowman Chrome BGS 10 Black Label. Imagine that. They had to give one at least, right?
And these were done. These were all auctions.
These are all auctions.
All auctions. Okay. So yeah, 2017.
2017
first Bowman.
First Bowman Ronald Acuna Blue Refractor.
That's not. That's actually the 70th blue. So that's number
The
70.
70th. Yeah, so it's number to 70. The 70th anniversary.
All right, C-Rad.
Black Label. Number to 70.
Oh, man.
Guesses in the chat, guys. You can play along at home. Black Label. It's got to be a pop 1 or 2 at the most.
I'm going to go $17,000.
I am going to go $15K.
Oh, wow. All right, Doug got it. $14,988.
Damn.
Missed it by $12. I mean, you should have went $14,988.
I was thinking about it.
It doesn't matter how close you get, though.
All right.
Next up, 2014 Bowman Chrome Matt Chapman.
C-Rat 6.5.
I think that's the first Bowman 9.5 Superfractor. Matt Chapman. Oakland Athletics. I think it's on.
It's on me.
Doug.
$7,777.
Lucas?
$7,777. All right. C-Rad.
I will go 5,500.
5,500. Man. Do you guys just no faith in the Oakland A's?
I guess not.
Doug got it. $11,900.
Woo!
Damn. Nice.
Dude's one of probably the best players in the league. That's actually a steal, I think.
That is incredible.
If he played for the Yankees, probably a $50,000 card.
That's true. He is one of the best players in the league.
All right. Now we're going football. Look at that. Ooh. Baker Mayfield 1/1 Rookie Shield Auto National or Flawless to Flawless.
That was an auction?
No, that's National Treasures. That's the Holy Grail.
Is it NT?
That's NT.
It's NT. I thought it was.
Dude, how did they list that? The listing says Baker Mayfield 1/1 Rookie Shield Auto. It says nothing else.
Dude, I think they put Flawless in the title.
They probably had apparently they had no idea.
They're just so excited they had the card.
All right, who's going first?
That's me. Shit. Damn, dude. I need to win this one. Boy, Baker, huh? Baker, good old Baker.
And
right.
it was auction.
Let's
No,
go.
actually, you know what? It was auctioned and it had one bid.
Okay.
So I'll give you guys that.
All right. $49,000.
Nice, dude. We're killing this.
$30K. $30K is my pick. Baker Mayfield 1/1 NT Shield Auto.
35,000.
Oh!
Oh my God! I'm
I go for the
killed.
swipe.
All right, so you need to turn it on here. Stop messing around.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right. 2018 Donruss Optic Elite Series Gold Vinyl. Tom Brady, 1 of 1. Gold vinyl, baby.
me.
And I think that's a sticker auto. It's on Doug.
It's pretty good.
$5,900.
5,900.
I'm going 3,000. John.
The GOAT, dude. 3,000?
Mm-hmm.
6,500.
Damn! I don't even have a chance to win now.
Oh,
Let's just keep going.
I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
I need a moral victory here.
Count it.
Didn't we just look at this?
Oh,
11,500. That's my final answer, Dan. 11,500.
That's
my final answer.
That's why I laughed
Locked it.
when you were talking about that card. I'm all
No. I said 11,500. I should get that.
11,500.
You went first, right? Yeah, we'll give you that one.
What's your bet? What's yours?
11,300.
C-Rad guys, 11,822.
Okay, yeah. I had it in the first slide, but oh shoot! Look at this next one. I don't even know where to go on this one. Announce it, Dan.
Yeah, that's nice.
17-18 Flawless Rookie Logo Man Patch Auto Kyle Kuzma.
That's nice.
Check that out.
That's nice.
Who's first on this one?
You.
Dang, Kyle Kuzma logo, man, huh?
Kuzma.
6,500.
That's a good guess.
65 Hunsky.
I'll go. Damn, son. I'll go 6,600. 100 over.
C-Rad got it. 10,900.
$10,000 for Kyle Kuzma?
Yeah.
Kylie? Damn.
Barely got it. All right. The next one.
Hey, if I get this one right,
Oh, shoot.
If I get this one right, we're four. You got 4. I got 3.
1985 Topps Garbage Pail Kids Series 1 Atom Bomb.
Mint 9.
PSA 9.
Holy crap.
Trim though.
Yeah, probably.
Could be.
Wow. I just pulling it out the anus on this one, I guess, right?
That's me. Okay, I got this, dude. I'm the GPK king. Let's go, freaking $2,200, Dan.
Oh my God.
$2,200 for C-Rad.
I bet it's something hella low, like hella funny.
That's what
I bet you it's something hella low.
do I either go 23 or do I get 21? 2,300.
C-Rad was saying that he knew his GPK.
Yeah.
So you knew that? You know that?
GPK.
You know a lot about? It's $255.
Yeah, by default. Let's go.
I was thinking it was going to be something stupid like 10K or something.
No, once I said 2,200, I realized I was like, dude, I bet it's something hella low.
Yeah, $255, which is a lot because they made a trillion of these.
Yeah, it was junk wax era.
I mean, you can get it was like every ice cream truck
Hey, that was moral victory for me.
had
'cause I
Garbage
needed
Pail
that.
Kids.
That was close, 4 and 3.
We got the finals. I'm gonna pick the greatest cards ever for you guys next week.
And that ends out. Yeah, C-Rad's gonna make it tough on us. Maybe we do like 11.
Okay.
So
Yep.
end of the guess the price for this episode. That was a hard card. Well, I think that pretty much ends the show. We've got score today, guys. We've got more National Treasures. We got more Flawless. We've got a rare case of 2018 5-star baseball today, random team style. We got the Prospect Fest. So lots of stuff going on, and lots of stuff going on through the weekend. We got pre-sales of Tier 1 coming out. We got more Upper Deck Hockey Ice. And we got the free break. Sign up for the free break on our website. Click the free break tab.
NT
NBA $1,400 box that we are doing for free. So sign up for that at mojobreak.com. And we'll see you guys on episode 91 of The Hype.
Peace, y'all.
And that's it. Thanks for watching this episode. Visit mojobreak.com for more info and your break spot. And we will see you next time on